It's New Year's night. Fireworks are lighting up the sky, people are laughing, posting countdowns, making promises they're not sure they can keep. And you're sitting there, maybe smiling on the outside, but inside you feel something heavy. Because deep down, you've been here before. You told yourself last year would be different. You said this would be the year you change your life, your habits, your future. For a few days, maybe a few weeks, you tried. You felt motivated. You believed in yourself. And then slowly, quietly, everything went back to how it was. So let me ask you something honestly, what if the reason your life hasn't changed is because you're lazy, weak, or unlucky? What if it's because you're missing just one thing, not motivation, not talent, not luck? One simple thing that decides whether this year becomes just another memory, or the year everything finally shifts. Every year starts the same way. New goals, new plans, new promises. Wake up early, work harder, pray more, quit bad habits, become better. And every year ends the same way: to unfinished goals, broken promises, and that quiet feeling of disappointment you don't talk about. You start blaming yourself. You think something is wrong with you. But here's the truth no one tells you. The problem was never that you didn't want change badly enough. The problem was where you were placing your effort. You were chasing big results instead of building a strong foundation. Real change doesn't begin with a big decision made on January 1st. It begins with a small decision you're willing to repeat when no one is watching. And once you understand this, everything changes. This new year won't change because the calendar flips. It will change only if you choose to do this one thing differently, starting today. Every year begins with hope, a fresh calendar, a clean page. You tell yourself, this time will be different. You imagine a better version of your life, more discipline, more peace, more success. For a moment, it feels real. You wake up early for a few days. You start strong. You feel proud. But slowly, life interrupts. You miss one day, then another. Motivation fades. The excitement disappears. And without realizing it, you're back in the same place, wondering why change never lasts. That's when doubt enters your mind. You start thinking maybe you're not strong enough, maybe change is for other people. But the truth is, failure didn't come because you stopped trying. It came because you were depending on motivation to carry you. Motivation is emotional. It rises and falls. Real change doesn't come from how excited you feel on day one. It comes from what you do on the days when you feel tired, bored, or discouraged. Most people quit not because they can't continue, but because they expect change to feel easy. And when it doesn't, they give up too soon. The turning point comes when you realize that big promises don't change lives, small commitments do. You don't need to transform everything overnight. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need one habit you can keep, no matter what. One small action done every single day, 10 minutes of learning. A short prayer, a walk, writing one page. Something so simple that excuses lose their power. At first, it feels pointless. You don't see results. No one notices. Nothing dramatic happens. And that's where most people stop. But what they don't understand is that change is happening quietly. Your identity is shifting. You're becoming someone who shows up. Someone who keeps promises to themselves. Every small action is a vote for the person you're becoming. You're not chasing motivation anymore, you're building discipline. And discipline doesn't depend on mood. It depends on decision. This is the moment where life slowly starts to bend in a new direction, even if you can't see it yet. Weeks pass, then months. One day, you look back and realize something feels different. You're stronger, more confident, more focused. Not because of one big achievement, but because you didn't stop. This is where most people finally understand the secret. Success doesn't arrive loudly. It grows silently while others quit. The hardest part was never starting. It was continuing when results were invisible. This is why so few people change their lives, because they stop right before the breakthrough. This new year doesn't need you to be perfect. It needs you to be consistent. Choose one small habit and protect it like your future depends on it, because it does. 1 year from now, your life can look completely different, not because you waited for motivation, but because you showed up even when you didn't feel like it. This is how change happens, slowly, quietly, one day at a time. And this is how this new year becomes the one that finally changes everything. Before this video ends, remember this time is going to move forward no matter what. 1 year from now will arrive whether you change or stay the same. The only difference is what you decide to do today. You don't need a perfect plan, a perfect routine, or perfect motivation. You just need one small habit you're willing to protect every single day, even when it feels boring, even when no one notices, even when it feels like nothing is changing. That quiet effort is not wasted. It is building a version of you that doesn't quit. So don't wait for another Monday, another month, or another year. Start now. Keep it simple. Stay consistent. And when this year ends, you won't be saying, "I wish I had started." You'll be saying, "I'm glad I didn't stop." This is how lives change. This is how futures are built. And this is how this new year becomes the year everything finally shifts.